Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. It's a Netflix, or movie that was released on Netflix and everything, but I was able to get it on DVD because I don't have Netflix, so normally I don't review Netflix stuff, but since I was able to get it on DVD, I'm going to review it. The movie is directed by Joe Berlinger and written by Michael Worley, and follows the story of Ted Bundy, who is accused of all kinds of killings and stuff throughout different states and everything, and it pretty much like follows him going through his trial and everything. The cast in this is really good. Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy, and he does a really, really great job. I had seen a few interviews with Ted Bundy before watching this movie, so I could see how well I thought he did. And he does a really good job getting the mannerisms and everything down right. I thought his performance was great in this movie and everything. And Zac Efron's one of my favorite actors anyway. I've always thought he was kind of underrated and everything, but this is easily one of his best performances, if not his best. Lily Collins plays his girlfriend. Her name was Liz Kendall, and for a while she stuck by him when things started out with the trials and stuff, and eventually she ends up leaving him and everything, but she's really good in this movie too. I think both her and Zac Efron worked really good together, and both gave really, really great performances. Kaya Scodelario, I think is how you say her name. She plays Caroline Boone, who is kind of like a representative to Ted, and she ends up dating him after him and Liz go their separate ways and everything. And he still has feelings for Liz, but he ends up in a relationship with Carol and everything, and they end up even getting married in court. But I think she gave a really good performance as well. I've seen her in a few other movies, like the Maze Runner movies and Parts of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, so I think she's a pretty good actress, and she was really good in this movie. Jim Parsons plays Larry Smith, who is is the attorney for the ones that are wanting to prosecute him and everything, and he's pretty good. He's not in this movie a whole lot like I was expecting he would be, but he's good in it for the stuff that he's in. And John Malkovich plays Edward Cowart, who is the judge in the trial, and I think he does a good job as well and everything. And Haley Joel Osment's also in this. He plays Jerry Thompson, who starts dating Liz after her and Ted break up, and I thought he was really great as well. This was the first movie I've seen him in since he's becoming an adult, and even though I could tell it was him by like his face and stuff, his voice is so deep. It was really weird, because last time I saw him, I think it was probably in the movie Secondhand Lions, and his voice was still kind of squeaky and stuff because it was changing and stuff. So it was really weird seeing him as an adult and hearing him have a deeper voice and everything. But I thought he was really good in this movie too. The pacing of this movie is pretty good to me. I think it seemed to go by really quickly, and everything. I don't really know too much about Ted Bundy because I was never really that fascinated by him or anything like that, but like I said, I watched a few of the interviews just before I watched this movie just to see how I would think Zac Efron did, and I think he did a really great job and everything. And I don't know how accurate the whole movie is or anything. I know one of the interviews I saw, was one of the interviews that was done in this movie and everything. I thought he nailed the mannerisms and stuff of him from that interview. It's just a really good movie. The whole cast was great. The score by Michael Beltrami and Dennis Smith was really good too. There were parts of it where they gave it like this eerie feel to it, although it didn't really show hardly anything that Ted Bundy does. It just really talks about his crimes and goes into detail about them, but it doesn't actually show him doing any of his crimes, which I thought when they announced the movie, I thought that's what it was going to be. It was like a horror movie where it would show him doing the killings and stuff, but it was totally different than what I expected. But I actually really enjoyed it for this reason too, though, because it wasn't exactly like I expected and everything. I think it's a really great movie and one of the best of the year. So I'd give Extremely Evil, Shockingly... sorry, I always get the name of this mixed up. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a great movie, and it's one of my favorites of the year so far and everything, so, which I'm really glad, because it was one of the ones that I was the most excited about this year and everything. I think it was in my top 5 on when I did my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year list and everything, so I absolutely love this movie and everything. So if you're interested in Ted Bundy or you're a fan of Zac Efron, I really recommend this movie and everything. It's just a really, really good movie and everything, so I definitely recommend it. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And if there's any other top 10 lists, movie series rankings, or movie reviews, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. And also let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. Did you like it a lot? Did you hate it? Or what? Just let me know that too as well. And have a good day, everybody.